have your fun in between, but don't make fun your thing. I like that. Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. You already know my name is Leontea and we are here with another video. Okay, so it's pretty much going to be about what I wish I would have known in my early 20s. Now your girl's 28. I'm getting up there. I'm knocking on 30's door, but I'm not getting younger, so I had to embrace it. And there's things that I wish I would have known. There's things I wish that I would have been taught. But since I wasn't and I had to learn on my own, I am here to teach all my young girls, I'm still young too, but all my incoming 20s, early 20s girls, what I wish I would have knew. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now I feel like this first one is like everybody knows. This one is more about credit. Like I wish I would have knew more about credit. Like I feel like they should really teach this in class, like getting credit cards, difference between having no credit to bad credit, and like even like I'm barely getting a hold of my credit now at my age, like knowing the difference between your due date and your balance date and all this, and like cashback rewards, like all this stuff. Like I wish, like if you guys don't have that help, look up if I still follow that credit page on YouTube, I'll go ahead and link it. If you have a Facebook, I know there's like a credit warriors page that I was when I was on Facebook. I don't have Facebook no more, but when I was on Facebook, it was like a Facebook group that I joined, and that's how I really learned how to get a handle on my credit. Okay, now your girl's doing a lot better now. Avoid debt as much as you can. Like I understand like having to get like car notes and things like that, but when I like get you a little secure credit card, like they give you like a low balance and you put into that, so you only spend what you can put in, and let that be like your only credit card. Like don't try to get something you can't handle at the moment with something with $1,000, $2,000 limits, and you're not able to keep your utilization under a certain percentage. Like my first car, I paid it in cash with my college check. And oh, it was just like, I think that car lasted me about, I think I told I had it for like 6 months. I think it ran for like 5 maybe, and it was cutting off all the time. And it was like, I'm gonna put a picture on here if I can find it. I probably can't find the exact picture, but I'll show y'all a picture of what kind of car it was. It was a like a 1999 or 1991, 1990 something Chevy Cavalier. Baby, I went by myself to go buy this car from this lady, and all I was worried about is did it run and did the radio work. If y'all are going to buy a cash car, take somebody who know what they doing and know what they talk about and know what they look for. So you don't be rolling around looking like me, okay? But yeah, just getting a hold of my credit. Like please learn up on these things, like so when you get to 25, 26, you can start doing things a lot more easily. The second thing is dating men. Oh my gosh. When I was like 19, 20, those were the dumbest years of my life, baby. So when women be going through it, I don't judge them, but I'm not as sympathetic because baby, at 25 and up, you shouldn't be going through the same stuff you was going to when you was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Sometimes you gotta learn, okay? You can't, like, you gotta learn better. Once you know better, you do better. So you do better, then you don't have problems. Like, I wish I would've knew how to operate when it comes to men. Like, I was never really boy crazy, like, at all. So I was good in that department, but like the few guys that I did deal with, my daddy probably knocked my head off my shoulders, because even when I look back and I'm like, girl, where was your self-esteem? Like, where was your self-esteem? Like, First of all, when you're younger, and I feel like you're dealing with younger guys at your age, I feel like dudes are like more prone to use you, like driving your car, asking you for money, living with you, or just always at your house and ain't paying that damn bill. Like, I wish I would have knew that, but now that I'm older, I'm like, baby, and I was into, like, when I was younger, I was into like, oh my gosh, okay, because like when I moved to Atlanta, then I had got a boyfriend here, and then he wasn't bad boyfriend. Well, he was a bad boyfriend, but he wasn't like abusive, and he didn't cheat on me or things like that. But I think he just, in all other aspects, he was just like horrible. And he later explained to me, because he was just in college and blah blah blah. So we both young, broke, 21. When I moved to Atlanta, I was 21. So, you know, you're more willing to help somebody out when y'all both on the same level, but try to limit that help as much as you can. Like, know the difference of truly helping somebody. If they, you know in your heart they will do it for you and they have done it for you, then okay, but be real, like make it real limited. Like, don't let these guys use you, whether it's for money, whether it's for sex, whether it's a place to stay. Don't. I honestly say just date around. Like, being young, I feel like that needs to be time you need to be dating around, figure out what you like. You don't have sex with all these guys, you know. Do what you can't want to, but don't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just date around, know what you like, get to know what you like, so when you're ready for a relationship, you know exactly what you want, you know exactly what you're willing to put up with, what you're willing to not put up with, what you're willing to deal with, and so forth. Like, don't let, okay, this is no offense to nobody, but don't let baby mama culture put you in a chokehold. Don't let it happen, okay? Because I know it's like, it's a lot of young girls and even older girls, they're like, oh, you know, I'm the baby mama, and you know, I'm always be in his life, and he's always gonna mess with me, blah 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 blah. Not this bird talk, but that's not the life you want to live, baby. It's not the life you want to live. Like, I'm 28, I don't have no kids. I don't want any kids at this moment. Maybe in the future, but I'm really like holding it down. Like, I want to be married before I have a child. And if I don't get married, I'm not having a child. Period. Like, in order for me to birth a child, I'm gonna have to end up on, I didn't know I was pregnant. Yeah. So yeah, when you're dating men, like, just don't put your all into men at such a young age. Like, just don't do it, okay? 3 is, this is for my people who, even if you live in a big city, but if you live in a smaller town, I always feel like you should always venture out, like move to a different city. And I can understand, like, you know, being scared or not having a support system, but baby, when I moved from my city to Atlanta when I was 21, I had put my 2 weeks notice in, sold all my furniture, put my 30-day notice in for my apartment, and all I had was the money from my last check. That's all I had, was the money from my last check. It's probably like a couple extra dollars from getting me like my deposit from my apartment. So I think I had, like, when I came out, I think I had like $700, and I had to use some of that to drive, like, for gas for my car. So I had to use some of that, and I got to Atlanta, and I had so many jobs once I got to Atlanta, but I had nothing lined up. I moved with my sister. Like, it was just, whoo, baby, I was just so glad. I was just so fed up with life. I was just like, you know what, home will always be there. And that's what I always tell people, your home gonna always be there, your family and people always gonna be there. But, you know, try, like, even if you move somewhere and you don't like it and you just feel like it's not for you, then you can always go back home. Home is not going nowhere. You can always go back to where you're comfortable. So yeah, that's one thing I would say for 3. Move, like, travel to other cities, and that goes with traveling too. Travel to other cities, move to another city, like, see what you like, visit first, see what you like. Yeah, just don't put yourself in a bubble to this city has to be my whole life. It doesn't. You can move wherever you want to, how many times you want to. You can move once a year if you want to. You know, just venture out. 5. This one is really too short, and I don't think like us millennials and Gen Z, we really good at this. Like mine is staying too long at jobs. Don't stay too long at no job. I don't even really feel like I have to tell y'all too much of this. Like staying at jobs you're not comfortable with, they ain't paying you better. They're not you don't see yourself there long term. Venture out. Like, baby, I used to be applying for new jobs at my current job, like on their work computer. Baby, I was not playing no games. So don't stay too long at jobs. That's all I gotta say. Venture out. A lot of people always say you make more money by moving jobs than staying steady. You know, we always got them people like our supervisors, they be older, and I was at this job for 15, 20 years and you're barely making more than me. So calm down, sweetie. Yeah, this ain't the 1960s. Okay, so yeah, that's my number 4. My number 5. 6 is getting out of the American dream that we all envision. Like, I feel like we've all done this. Like, because when I was like 19, I literally wrote out what I wanted to do by what age. And like, oh my gosh, like I want to have kids by age 25. I want to be married by 30. I want to buy a house by 30. Like, and here I am, 28, with none of that. I don't own a home and I don't have any children. I'm not married, and I am like, right now I can't even imagine even being in any of those stages in life right now. Like, girl, your girl got too much to do with her life right now to be in any of these stages. Okay, so just get out of there. Like, and even I see people on Twitter like, oh my gosh, by 25 I want to do this, and I ain't gonna lie, like Gen Z, y'all are like ahead of time, like to becoming millionaires and entrepreneurs. Like, y'all are ahead. Like, y'all have social media in a chokehold to the brother. Y'all can use it to y'all best advantage. Millennials, we ain't had that. So we had like MySpace, dial-up internet. Like, social media was just becoming a thing. Now Gen Z, like, social media is here and it's taken over by storm, and people, it's like 21-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds becoming millionaires, like off of social media platforms, just from having a big platform. So it's a lot easier for y'all. It wasn't that easy for us millennials, but now it's like here, millennials now, like it wasn't that easier from the start for like when we were younger, but now you see it like a lot of more millennials that even though we're getting older, we making money too. Like, we getting a hold of this. Like, well, I ain't saying we getting a hold of, because we started this goddamn shit.
Man, I started this barbecue shit. Is this the motherfucking thanks I waited?
Okay, but like we taking advantage of it as well. So we just at a little older age. Okay, so yeah, get out of that American dream. Don't put a time limit on what you should be doing, because then you're gonna get to the age and you're gonna be depressed. You're gonna be real depressed and you're gonna be real sad, and just don't even do it to yourself. Go with the flow. Go with the flow of life. Like, go with the flow. Don't look at life like you gotta make a whole bunch of long-term goals. Focus on short-term goals. That's what I'm gonna say. Focus on your short-term goals, not your long-term. Don't make no long-term ones. Just do your short-term, and then knock them out the park. Period. Another one is Upkeeping Yourself. This is for more like my women, which is I think really women just watch my channel, but it's more like Upkeeping Yourself. Like, first of all, like I've always done my own hair, so my hair was always done, so I never had any problems in that department. For the most part, I used to get my nails done. Honestly, this one is like more as you're getting older. Like, I kind of lost myself in that. Like, I always had my hair done, but I wasn't getting my nails done as much, my feet done. Like, I barely got into waxes like 3 years ago. I've never really had bad skin, so, but I wish I would have done things like facials and things like that. So right now, just take care of yourself, like whether it's physically your outer appearance or your actual body. Like, but like when I moved to Atlanta, I stopped eating pork. I don't eat pork. I'm really trying to get out of beef, but I love beef bacon so much. It's just like, what am I gonna do? But like me being a waitress, like I feel like that really keeps me in shape for the most part, because I'm always constantly moving around. So like I don't really work out for real, but now I'm starting to watch what I eat when it comes to certain things. Like I don't eat a lot of fried foods. I really don't. Like I try to bake most of my foods. I've always loved vegetables. Always loved vegetables. So I eat my vegetables, baby. And then vitamins. Like I've never really been a vitamin girl until I got older. But all my girls out there, get into your vitamins. Even if it's one a day, your women's probiotics. I know everybody's talking about probiotics, but get women's. For my women, get women's probiotics, because it helps with your urinary tract as well. So a little tip for y'all. If you don't like veggies, they have like green capsule pills. Like just health is wealth, baby. Take care of yourself, okay? And take care of yourself. I already said this one is like traveling more. I don't need to go over that one again, but just to elaborate, get your passport. Passports are super cheap. They're not super cheap. I guess it depends on what you think super cheap is. But what was my, like $135 when I got my passport? I don't know if it was that, but go to get your passport. I know we in a pandemic, and I know we've been in a pandemic for 3 years now. So if you're not comfortable traveling, I completely understand it. If you are comfortable traveling, do it. Get your passport. You can start off by going, if you don't have your passport at this moment, start going to places like Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands, places that are beautiful places that you don't need your passport for. Get your passport, save up some money for your passport, and let's go on to the final thing, is money management. Oh my gosh, if somebody would have just taught me how to save my money. I can't. Save your money and your money will save you. Like, I do it in this day. Like, I save money in my bank account, and I also save cash. So in my bank account, like, I have an automatic transfer set up where it takes from my checking to my saving once a week. A certain amount, you can do whatever you're comfortable with. If you're only comfortable with $20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 200, whatever you're comfortable with, do that. I know it's not really easy for people to do cash, just because like if you got like a regular job and you get direct deposit, like you're gonna have to go to the bank or go to ATM and withdraw money. My people like who work service jobs, all my people who work cash jobs, have you a little cash stash, okay? But save your money. Come up with a little saving plan. Like I just said, even if it's you can only do $20 a week, do that. Do it. Like, I saving money would have gotten me out of so many situations out of my life that I wouldn't have to be fighting my way out to this day. But that's another story for another day. But I was about to say something else. I don't know what else that I was about to say. Hopefully it comes to me. But yeah, so one was get familiar with your credit. Avoid debt if you can, but if you have to, get in. You have to debt. I feel like when you're young, the only debt you should really have is probably a car note. And I can understand, just because like I've been through it to where I can't afford a cash car, so I would have to go car loan way, the finance way, and that's fine. So if you have to do that, but don't get yourself a more debt. Get something that you can afford. Get you a little Honda, get you a little Altima, like Get you a little Hyundai. Get you something that's gonna get you to point A to point B, to point C to point D, to point Z. If you got a car, your car should get you from A to Z. Get you something small, compact, cute, whatever. But don't live above your means. Like, don't do that. Okay. Dating men, like, date, but don't let these men play with you. Don't let men play with you. Don't let them use you. Date around, figure out what you like. Okay? And all my younger girls, I'm gonna say avoid these older men, because a lot of these older men, they're just going to, that's even me. Like, when I was 19, I think I was like, one of the persons I was dating was like 27, maybe 26, 27. And even though I was 19, I looked back at it and I was like, ooh, this nigga had me in a motherfucking chokehold. Looking back at it, I was like, oh goodness, now I could tell y'all, avoid, like, date people your age, but like, be cautious when you're dating older men, because a lot of older men only want to date younger girls because it's easier to manipulate. Ain't no shade, y'all, because I done been through it, I know. But it's kind of true, because we be a little young and dumb, so we don't know no better. That's cool. Move out your city. Travel. Don't stay too long at these jobs. Get out of that American dream delusion, and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I'm just in this video with saying what I was saying with like millennials and Gen Z. We really got the world in a chokehold. So if you have like any, like, I really wish I would have started my business a while ago. Like, even with my YouTube channel, like, I started my YouTube channel when I was like 22, and I wish I would have taken advantage of it at that point. I wish I would have taken advantage of it. Like, I had it and I was posting, I was real active at one point, and then I just was living my life, just trying to have fun and not really thinking about my future. And I wish I could have, I wish I had a time machine. No, for real, I really wish I did, but I don't. So I'm gonna tell you guys, if you want, like, okay, if you're in school, stay in school. If you want to be an entrepreneur, work on your business. Let your job pay for your, of course, your life, but also let it pay for your own business as well. So all I have to say is just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do what you got to do, because at the end of the day, we all got a common goal, is to be comfortable in life. And I want to say comfortable, not content. We want to be comfortable, whether you're comfortable is you buying a home and having kids and getting married, or you want to be a bachelorette or a bachelor and have date around, and you want to be a millionaire and own yachts. Like, whatever your end game for life is, because ain't none of us make it out of this thing alive. Okay, so whatever your end game is, work towards it. Have your fun in between, but don't make fun your thing. Have your fun in between, but don't make fun your thing. I like that. That's all I have to say, you guys. I'm gonna end this video out. Honestly, if you're still here, hopefully this video is not too long. I'm gonna try to get this video under 20 minutes. But yeah, if you're still here, thank you, appreciate it. I told you I'm trying to get these videos out, and yeah, see you guys later.